Morning everybody, welcome to Neck, Shoulders and Upper Extremity Week, and this week I am focusing on the upper torso, and I'm going to show you a little bit about what I do in my 4-hour CHEK consult and give you a takeaway exercise each day. So first of all, really important, when you do a dissection it's totally different from what you see in a traditional anatomy book. So a traditional anatomy book is not wrong, but it's going back years and years ago where they cut everything and made everything into isolation. So they talked about origin and insertion. So people will often call me up or come to me and say, I've got this upper trap problem, or it's my, scalings, and I understand where they are coming from, but there is always a bigger picture. We have to look at isolation into integration. So for example, the most common problem at the moment with people working at unsuitable heighted desks at home seems to be neck trouble and cluster headaches. So when you do a dissection, your neck fibers can come as low down as the shoulder blades. So I'm going to show you a little assessment that I do in my 4-hour CHEK consult. Now it does depend on the glutes, but this is one of the exercises or tests I do. So I'm going to soften my knees and take myself against the wall. I'm trying to get my bottom rib against the wall, and that's T12, and that's technically where the legs start. My knees are soft and I've got a natural gap behind my lower back, and I can fit one hand. Arms go by the sides. Now I'm going to go in this shoulder flexion movement, and shoulder flexion is the start of your sun salutations. Now look, that's not 180 degrees, so that's really important. So what it tells me is that there is restriction in the thoracic. So when I'm assessing clients, I measure everything properly, I take them through movement, so we're looking at static and dynamic movement, and I also take them back to infant development. And this takes over a period, it takes 4 hours to do a full assessment. So your important thing to remember is the last 20 to 30 degrees of shoulder flexion involves the thoracic. So if you're stuck in flexion and you haven't got that mobility there, there's going to be compensations, hence people are getting problems in neck, shoulders, wrists and elbows. So here's a lovely little exercise you can do at home to find some relief in the day. I'm using yoga blocks. I'm going to take myself into 4-point kneeling. My hands are pressing on the blocks, and I've got 2 creases at the front of the elbows, and those creases face forwards. I'm taking my hands slightly wider than shoulder width apart because I want space in my clavicle. All I'm going to do is push up into the shoulders and drop to go down. Now this is called protraction and retraction of the scapula. And the scapula are 2 free bones, and they're just gliding in and out on the spine. And I'm just getting people to move. And just this movement helps to start to get the fluidity in the tissues and everything going. Just a few more. 3, 2 and 1. Good. And I'm going to repeat that sitting down. I'm in fact going to take a high kneel, arms are forward, and I'm going to try that protraction and retraction going forwards and backwards. So it's totally different than on the floor. When you're on the floor, gravity is coming towards you. Here, you're relying on your proprioception to feel those shoulder blades going forwards and backwards. And I'm going to take it to the last level now. My hands are going to go against the wall. Rather than having them shoulder width apart, you can stagger them and just push out and in. And I want you to play around with the hand position. They don't have to be facing up all the time. You can have one out, one in. You're just getting everything to move. So if you found that helpful, guys, and you are suffering from neck pain, shoulder pain, upper thoracic pain, I am doing free consults over the phone to help people and find out a little bit more about you. You can also sign up to my 7-day program, which is neck, shoulders and upper extremity, which is the focus on the upper extremity. And you can also sign up to my 4-hour consult, which leaves no stone unturned. And it's important to remember that everything is linked. So if you've got a car and the brake pads go, it's going to affect the rest of the car. We have this, vision, and we have this philosophy that we just, get a plaster and we just mend that area of the body. Everything is interlinked. Everything of isolation and origin and insertion and levers, we need to respect that, but that's all passé now, all past. We need to move forwards and think of an interconnected, a holistic being, emotional, spiritual, mental, and physical. So wherever you are in the world, everybody, enjoy your day, and I look forward to seeing you tomorrow morning. Take care now.